I'm Susan Koenig, and this is Somatics for You. Today I'm going to demonstrate a movement for the quadriceps muscle, which is located at the front of the thigh. I want to thank my colleague Lyman Spencer for coming up with this particular movement sequence. The quadricep muscle consists of 4 muscles, and all the muscles together straighten the knee. One of the quadriceps muscles, the rectus femoris, flexes the hip. Now, anytime you're flexing the hip, you're probably also engaging the psoas muscle. But I am specifically going to relate this movement pattern to the quads. What I like to do is take a little bit of an assessment first. I like to just feel my quadriceps muscle. Is it a little springy and bouncy, or is it kind of hard and tense? The other thing I like to do as part of an assessment is just feel my uprightness, because after I do the movement, I'll take another assessment and we'll see if there's a difference. You might see my dog go in and out, and that's just the nature of being at home with my dog. So I'm going to turn to about a 3/4 turn, and using the quadricep muscle, the rectus femoris one, I'm going to flex my hip and just let my knee naturally bend. But then once I'm in this position, I'm going to straighten my knee, then slowly release my knee, and then slowly straighten my leg and just stand. I'm using a chair to keep my balance because I want to take balance out of the equation so that I can really focus on the sensations of the movements and what I'm experiencing. So then I'm going to repeat 2 more times. Flexion at the hip, extension at the knee, slowly release the knee, slowly bring my foot back down, and just stand for a moment, experience the sensations, and then I'm going to repeat 1 more time. Flexion at the hip, extension at the knee, slow release at the knee, slowly release, bringing my foot and leg back down. The most important part of the movement is the slow, controlled release. That's what allows the motor cortex to reset the resting tonus of this muscle. That means to reset and lower excess tension or contraction in the muscle. Then I'm going to do 2 variations. The first variation is, again, as I flex my knee this time, I'm going to externally or laterally rotate from my hip, then straighten my knee, release slowly at the knee, release slowly, and bring my leg back to a neutral position. And I'll repeat 2 more times. As I flex at the hip, I'm going to externally or laterally rotate. I'm going to straighten my knee. My quad gets nice and contracted from both of those movements together. Slowly release from the knee, slowly bring my leg and foot back down. Give myself just a moment to reorganize and start to feel what's happening, and I'll repeat 1 more time. As I flex my hip, I'm going to laterally or externally rotate, straighten my knee, slowly release, stand for just a moment to see what the sensations are and see what I experience. The third variation is the following. As I flex my hip, I'm going to internally or medially rotate my hip, then straighten my knee, release my knee, and bring my leg back under myself. Rebalance myself, and then I'll begin again. As I flex, I medially rotate or internally rotate, straighten my knee, release my knee, and come back to standing, reorganize myself a little, and the third and last repetition. Flexion with internal or medial rotation, straighten my knee, release my knee, and come back and place my foot and leg under myself. Please repeat to the other side. You can always play this video again so that you can work with the other side. When you're completely done with both the right and left quadriceps muscles, then you can stand, and you might sense, like right now, I feel, well, I've only been doing one side. I feel a lot of difference between my two legs. Hopefully, if I'd been doing both sides, I would feel both. But even doing one leg, I can feel I'm standing taller, and I can feel a kind of lightness in this leg. I hope you try this movement out. It's a great movement to do while you're walking or hiking. You can take a little bit of a break and work with the quads. You can take a break when you're at work at your desk and just stand up. We know how good it is to stand up as frequently as possible and do this movement for the quadriceps muscles. Thank you very much.